Hi everyone, welcome back to Encounter Encouragement. Carolyn here, and tonight I want to ask you a question. I want you to look back on your life. Look back at all the difficult situations that you've been put in. Now, I'm going to go back to one of mine, and we've talked about it before, and that was the death of my brother. I was asked after by a girl that I worked with, Carolyn, how do you do it? And I told her, well, one, he's in a far better place than I am, and I can only look forward to that. Two, he's dead. There's nothing I can do to change it, so I may as well accept it. And three, I asked God for peace, and I guess he gave it to me. One of the other things that happened around that time, and shortly after he died, I felt was a very big change in my life, was a thought pattern that I adopted where I said, this could make me bitter. This situation could make me very, very bitter. Or it could make me better. And I realized the choice was mine. Did I let it make me bitter, or could I let it make me better? How can I change based on this situation? If I wanted to be bitter, I could be angry at God. I could be angry at that truck driver that my brother hit. I could be angry with the world. I could be angry with the car manufacturer. I could just be angry at the whole state because there was only one lane each direction and no shoulder. I could be angry at my brother for falling asleep. I could be angry at his boss for keeping him at work that late. The whole bit. I could find hundreds of reasons to be bitter and angry. But what good is that going to do me? Is it really going to make my life better? If I focus on those negative things, that's kind of what I'm going to get. Instead, I chose to let it make me be better. I said, okay, God, how can this change me to be a better person? Well, first off, I'm going to teach people not to drive while they're sleeping. It's kind of a hard thing to do anyway, but it's pretty easy to fall asleep while you're driving. It's not easy to drive while you're sleeping. There's a big difference there. Don't sleep while you're driving, and don't drive while you're sleeping. Should seem pretty simple. In addition to that, I decided that I was going to say, how can you use this situation, God, to change my life for the better? I learned pretty early on that people are somewhat cruel when it comes time for an accident. Shortly after my brother died, I was at work, and I had come back from a lunch break, and we staggered our lunch breaks. So when the other girls came back from lunch, and they were all excited about this accident that had happened where the car was down in the ditch and it rolled over and there were all these people there, and oh my gosh, it made me 5 minutes late. And did you see all the fire trucks and the ambulance and everybody trying to get this all situated? It really, really hurt. Because they failed to realize that this wasn't a movie. This wasn't some scene out of a movie that it ends beautifully. It wasn't that at all. What it was is reality for a lot of people who were involved. What it was is this bad situation for those who were involved, whether it be the firemen, the paramedics, the police officers, any rescue team that had to go in to help these people out. It was really bad for the people who were involved and who were in those vehicles. It was also bad for insurance companies. One way or the other, somebody was going to pay out. It was also bad for the families who didn't yet even know that their loved one was down there in the ditch, possibly underwater. It really hurt me. And sadly, I kind of laid into everybody. I said, this is not a game. This is not fun and games. This is somebody's life. And instead of being all excited about, ooh, did you see that? Did you see that? Think about the people who are involved. Pray for those people who are involved. Pray for the families. Pray for an easy outcome. In terms of making my life better, my brother's death changed me. There is not one ambulance, fire truck, or cop car with flashing emergency lights that I do not pray for. Every single one of them, every single time, whether there's somebody in the car with me or not. Sometimes it's out loud, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I drive past an accident and I cry because the families have no idea that their loved one is stuck in that vehicle and that the jaws of life are being brought to pull them out. But we have to take every single situation that we're in and look back and say, is this going to make us better or is it going to make us bitter? Truly, the choice is ours. We just have to make that choice. And I'm guessing that if you look back at your life, you can pinpoint certain situations in your life that have changed your life to make you the person you are today. They have made you a better person because all that hardship, all that difficulty makes you grow stronger. It makes you into a stronger person. And it's not always easy. It's a tough road. But it is so worth it to look at it in a positive light, to see what good can come out of it. I encourage you today, look at the past. Look at the things that have changed you. See how they've changed you, and then take a look at where you're at today. Look at today and say, you know, I think this is going to be all right. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm going to see things a little bit differently, a little bit better, and I'm going to keep moving forward. And for those of you who have seen this little guy, come here. Ozzy, come here. Come here. Come here. Now he won't come up here. But watch this. Come here, Ozzy. He'll go catch. He'll catch in midair, but he won't come up to the camera. He missed that one. Anyway, that's Ozzy. He's my buddy. He's the one you always hear making noise. And he's made me better too. Anyway, I hope you all have a very, very blessed weekend. And check out what's going to make your life better. The way you react to any given situation is all your choice. So you all have a very blessed day and a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, y'all.